Welcome back to Set Streets and Eats, guys. I'm Chris Bauer. I am back in Charlotte, North Carolina. Happy to be back here in front of the store with one of the last two road stages in it. It's got a fresh coat of paint on the outside since I've been here last, so I'm going to go in and see if they've changed anything on the outside, or on the inside, I should say. And I hope you guys will join me. Let's go see it. There it is, guys, the road stage here in North Carolina. I'll be honest with you, I never thought I'd get to see it again. I haven't been here in, gosh, it's been almost 2 years. Back when I came here last time, I think there was 7 or 8 road stages left. Now they're down to 2. This is the last one in the U.S. Out of all the ones in the U.S., this was not the one I thought would outlast everybody. The only other one, of course, is just outside of Toronto, in Ontario there, Canada. I'm going to make the case for not only saving both road stages, of course, obviously saving the Toronto one. It's the oldest road stage. It's the only one Jasper has a banjo in, his original banjo. You should save that one. They shouldn't touch any animatronics in Canada. Leave those alone. That's the only last 2. They should leave those alone. But I digress. Let's get back to this one. Here's why, Chuck E. Cheese, you should leave these ones alone. This is in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. This has the 2 stores with the 2 oldest stages now, technically, and I'll explain why. Other side of town, you got a 3 stage, which we'll get to that. This is the oldest. Well, it will be the oldest if you don't have. It's the oldest in the U.S. How about that? Oldest road stage in the U.S. Back when they put these in, started putting these in 1990. This was back before they had full-body animatronics. So this is a throwback to your Pizza Time Theater days. So before they started putting these in, they had portrait stages, C stages, and rocker stages. All were solutions for the old Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater bots. It was to put half-body bots into different stage types. That was just another one of these examples. This road stage was just another one of the examples of doing that. And they were a very cool stage type. Of course, this was also during the concept unification transfer of 1990. So they obviously all had these 3 stages. Once they had the 3 stages up and going, you have all these full-body Munch make-believe bands, which would lead to the rise of the 1 to stage, 2 stage, and so on, and the rest of these full-bodied Munch's make-believe bands with different stage types, which would then render these half-body stage types useless. So, this is history. And the ones I would have saved would have been in California. Those are gone now. Those are in landfills. But we have this one. And the reason main reason, not only because we still have this one, but you have this one and that amazing 3 stage in the same city. If you save both of those stores, you talk about a destination for fans. You get to come to one city and see both stores. That makes it a huge destination. And again, the whole bi-coastal thing with Northridge having a 2 stage, Charlotte having 2 stores to come see. That's a big draw. Just food for thought. Anyway, some history, of course, on the road stage. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but in case you don't, the road stage was designed and called the road stage was because these guys are supposed to be setting on buildings. All the buildings were going to have their names on them, as you guys can see. Pasquale Jasper. Munch's name's not on this one, but would have had his name, Helen. They were going to be on buildings that all lit up. And of course, in front of the stage, in the original ones, they actually had a section of road that ran in front of the stage. And on the ends of the stage, they had big lamp posts with lights on them. And Chuck, in the original location, of course, at that time, had his tuxedo on. And the showroom these would be in were darkened, and the lights were all lit up, and the star was going behind them. It was a big show. The road stages were really cool. And of course, over time, the road and the lamp posts were all phased out. But here we have this historic stage, still here. And, you know, it could stay here. This star's big enough to do a hybrid in. You have a wall right here you could do the video wall on. We got floor here you could do a screen interactive dance floor on. And keep this amazing road stage, this piece of history, right where it's at. And that would be pretty awesome. Well, we'll look at these guys the next time they perform, but as you guys, I'm sure, can expect, there's a lot of wear and tear on these guys. These guys, this stage was never the one that was in the best shape. However, there are parts, now that this is down to the last one in the US, they do have parts saved from the other ones they've taken out in the SPT depot in Topeka that they could keep these fixed up. So, of course, this is the one location of all the animatronics that Jasper is not shredding cheese, but is rocking an electric guitar. That's right, he's metal here. Aren't you, Jasper? Munch is hatless, because that would, you know, block his sweet sign right above his head. Helen's got no microphone because she doesn't need it. She can project to the back row. She knows what she's doing. She's a pro. And of course, Chuck, Rockstar Chuck, definitely got some wear going on here. He's definitely a little cockeyed. His cylinders definitely are coming off of his shoulders there. But, you know, these guys have been performing for 33 years. So that's what happens. This stage was put in 1991. It's been performing here ever since. So yeah, it's definitely had its wear and tear, but it is the last one in the US. Last of two in the world. And of course, if they keep to the schedule, it'll be gone by the end of this year. Probably be gone the next couple of months, but we'll see. Now let's check out the rest of the store. So over on this side of the showroom, of course, we just have generics. And over here on this side, which is where they have the kitty stuff, they have the two kitty pieces of art. Then we have the kitty games, along with more kitty games, Operation, and then it's kind of bleed into the other kitty games, and kind of an odd little corner and setup. But they have the carousel over here with Sketchbook and the Minions ride. No other art right here, but we'll go ahead and high found check. Moving into the other arcade, the Big Kid Arcade, we have Chariot Check over by the window. We got Rampage over facing the window. We do have the snowboard game over here with Terminator Salvation. A few games over here. We do have Intermission over here, which you don't see that often. That's a pretty cool game. I like that game. Off That Clown. And we do have over here hiding, we got Grand Marshal of Games, Maze Escape, and And we got some big tickets hiding up here behind Paw Patrol. We also have the Justice League Bop It game, which you don't see that often, actually. And of course, Wonderland. And then over against the wall, we got King of Cool, NBA Hoops, and the two semi-big tokens up against the wall above the skee ball. Rounded out by Ambassador of Fun over here on the wall. Also have Crazy Tower, and we can't forget Pop It for Gold with old 2000s Chuck. And then there's one of the OG games, Seawolf, right here against the wall. They do have a working wink here, and by the way, they have my favorite kind of wink, the End Pizza We Trust. You just don't see those anymore. One of the last few remaining End Pizza We Trust winks, and it works. So it really can't be beat, honestly. So, as you guys can see, looks like only one hand on Pasquale is really working at all. Everything else on Pasquale doesn't seem to be working. As far as Jasper goes, head, swivel, and mouth. Doesn't look like arms are doing anything. Munch, unfortunately, just has head swivel, it looks like. And he looks very sad about it. I know, buddy. I know. That's all you got is that head. The head's swiveling now, you know? At least he's not completely dead. I know. It's like House of Wax. He's just trying to communicate. I know, I hear you, buddy. Helen's doing her best. She's performing. You know, she's trying to do something with her dandruff problem. Doing her best. And again, like usual, Chuck's got some of the most movement, but again, he's a little out of whack, full body wise. But just trying. They're all doing their best. And sometimes that's all you can ask for one of the oldest stage types out there. Alright guys, well, watched a few shows, seen the store, seen this historic stage one more time, possibly for the last time, probably for the last time. I'm gonna get on out of here, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you have the means and you're in the area, it's definitely worth seeing, especially if you can't get to Canada. So come see this while you still can. It's still here, it's still performing as best it can, and I would love for it to stay and they repair it up really nice and keep it around. It's historic. It should be important to the company to keep. That's just my opinion, of course. It's my humble opinion, but too many good ones of these ended up in the landfill over the last 2 years, and you have a chance to save this one. I'm sure a lot of you guys mentioned this store in that survey they sent out last month, and for good reason. It's a very historic stage, and it should have been in that survey. So I hope they listened, and to be able to save possibly 2 stores in one city, both have great history. So I hope they deeply consider it, and I hope you guys get out and see this store. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you at the next one. Bye now. Rub for good luck. Later, Chuck.